Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine that he hacking. He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong, he scored a like from Truong. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes, true not over the board, it's only the other chat. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless, he rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction, the status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think it is, then yes, my friend, yes, this is you. But that all changed one bright sunny day when a friend said, hey, don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. Sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I stepped away from easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. If sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. So Joe got into the business, stopped the app sickness, daily practice his rhythm, he even upped his fitness. He found sparring cathartic, postmortems charming. With the plus equal minus, he was armed for elo farming. With notepad and pen, he built up calluses, escape rating paralysis with lengthy game analysis. With sensei direction, he sold his collection. Read one classic and that was fantastic. Now he locked to the spot where they checking off boxes. Young prodigies and some wily old foxes. 3.5 points per box, that's shocking progress. Goal nearing, cohort cheering, Joe doesn't hear it. He's monotasking, no relaxing, concentration maxing. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work will work, will work, work, never stop. Now occasionally, he peeps the world of the tweet and laughs when he sees the player that he used to be. Blank face staring, complex plans comparing while he's dojo training. Hours a day playing out positions, transpositions, and growing his board vision. Transition from poser to player, focus without a care. He leaves them complaining in his dust, staying with their week-old ratings. Blast past his week-old rating, each week's a new occasion. He never takes vacation, the work is entertaining, the growth he's maintaining. And now Joe is explaining, hey, don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. If sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. If sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Welcome to the dojo.
Welcome to the dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine that he hacking. He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong, he scored a like from Truong. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes, true not over the board, it's only the other chat. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless, he rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction, the status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think it is, then yes, my friend, yes, this is you. But that all changed one bright sunny day when a friend said, hey, don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. Sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Don't you know, welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo. I stepped away from easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. If sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. So Joe got into the business, stopped the app sickness, daily practices rhythm, he even upped his fitness. He found sparring cathartic, postmortems charming. With the plus equal minus, he was armed for elo farming. With notepad and pen, he built up calluses, escape rating paralysis with lengthy game analysis. With sensei direction, he sold his collection. Read one classic and that was fantastic. Now he locked to the spot where they checking off boxes. Young prodigies and some wily old foxes. 3.5 points per box, that's shocking progress. Goal nearing, cohort cheering, Joe doesn't hear it. He's monotasking, no relaxing, concentration maxing. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work, will work, will work, work, never stop. One book, one board, one set, one thought. Work, will work, will work, work, never stop. Now occasionally, he peeps the world of the tweet and laughs when he sees the player that he used to be. Blank face staring, complex plans comparing while he's dojo training. Hours a day playing out positions, transpositions, and growing his board vision. Transition from poser to player, focus without a care. He leaves them complaining in his dust, staying with their week-old ratings. Blast past his week-old rating, each week's a new occasion. He never takes vacation, the work is entertaining, the growth he's maintaining. And now Joe is explaining, hey, don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I give up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. If sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Don't you know? Welcome to the dojo, it's good to grow. Welcome to the dojo, I gave up on the easy. Sweatwork's what we need, G. If sweatwork's what I believe, ratings what I'll receive. Welcome to the dojo.
Welcome to the dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. Alright my friends, here we go. I put over here. I put bigger. There we go. Games, analysis board, starting position. Okay. Bueno, as they say. Bueno. I got the reverb here now. All right. So, yeah. We are going to do some boring work today. If I don't get it done, it doesn't get done. If I manage to finish this, I got a lot to do, then I want to do the new dojo endgame. Or no, dojo checkmate trainer. All right, so first of all, we are going to be putting in 2 games. Is that boring? Maybe, but that's what we're doing. All right, so I'm looking up the first guy. He was born 2008, so a young man. And we're going to say, all right, so we go here, ba-boom, ba-boom, and I'm going to say this guy's name was Kagan Ooze, and his rating was 2183. I don't know why it needs to be so exact. He's bouncing around. Actually, at the time, he was 2211. So we'll make it exactamundo. White title, I don't think he has a title, none. And then me. And then I was like 2380 or something. We go black title. And then we go 01. The dates are getting a little spooky. It's been a while since I did this. It's like August, wasn't it? Like August, let's say it's August 25th. All right, yeah, and then we got DC International. And this is round 5. Okay, beautiful. So that is the, I don't know if it's from the past. It was from this August, and I just finished analyzing a couple games. I'm going to try to put in, I
haven't entered them in the database, but I'm going to try to do it now. Edit this time control. We got 0, 1 to 30. Bonus time 30 seconds, not 300. Date. All right, I think we're ready to get into it. So, E4, E6, D4, D5, E5, C5, C3. I used to despise this move, but the comp has made it the main move. The way to understand it is to say I'm preventing Bishop D3 whilst not allowing the easy French system. That's right, Skebix. I did about 10 pages of notes on about each of these games. And I don't like to sit in front of the computer doing chess work, but here I am. All right, so Bishop E2. Knight E7. Castles. Knight G6. Now we're going to say 0, 1, 31. So I obviously haven't thought. The weird computer idea. I will play F6. And get the... I will play F6. I will play F6. All right. So now, there's a question, though. I'm going to turn on the... Actually, let's do this. I realize, by the way, that you're not seeing the full board. And that's because right now, I want to just look at this a second. So I'm going to do a little bit of opening work as well. So, right, Bishop D7, Bishop E2, Knight E7, castles. No, not here. Bishop E2, and now F6. So, Caleb Klenhoff told me I should look into this move. All right, so I'm doing it. All right, so let's say castles. I believe in EF6. I'm with that so far. And we're going to take it. Both of them scare me, honestly. Huh. All right, so 95. Now, why 95 would necessarily be better? It's not. That's not immediately clear to me. do I understand? All right, first we're going to do the main human move here. So knight e5, d5, queen c7. And now they've played everything under the sun. No, I don't like this position. So we're going to just say f6. Let's say it's an interesting move. I'm going to say don't like black's position. Okay. I am trying. So, I continue. So I'm going to turn this off. We're going to do computer analysis at the end. But first, I'm going to do the human analysis. Should be 3. 130. Bishop e7. 131. Knight d2. And he's got 129. Castles. 131. And now he plays g3. All right. This last series strikes me as the natural human plan. We'll check the computer later for both sides. All right. So now CD 131. Oh, crap, you need to go game review sound. All right, sorry about that. CD4. Oh, I bet it's going to be all messed up, too. I bet it's all messed up. Yep. So pop. Pop. There we go. Great. CD4. F6. I'm still playing quickly. Okay. He also plays quickly. EF. Zero 128. And I spent a momentito on bishop f6. So 127. I obviously considered GF. All right. So we're going to call this the fudge. The natural move. Okay, so now we're going to consider GF. Intending E5. So then knight B3. Bishop D6. Rook C1. B6. say with an interesting position. I don't know about knight c7. I could also play knight, as I think I wrote that, knight e7. Also interesting. So, I'll get this, and we'll say a structure which would have stretched my comfort zone. Note the mirror image to the C6 D6 E5 structure. All right, here we go. Knight B3. I'm going to call this an interesting position, unclear. And we're going to write in the time here. He's at 01:22. And it's a fascinating position, what we're saying. A fascinating position. Where my odd knight g6 and his odd knight b3 test the usual assumptions about how things work here. Okay, so knight 6 e7 fairly quickly. And I came up with an interesting idea afterwards. All right, try. Get your notebook out, buddy. Did some interesting stuff going on. All right, B6. This was the maneuver I was worried about. But E5 exclam, and I will have, we'll say compensation. All right. So, we could also consider King H8, the idea of E5, bishop d3, e5. Bishop takes, h takes, de, knight takes, bishop takes. Bishop d4. We're going to say white's just better. Maybe much better, but in any case, better. All right, so 97. I think later on in my notes I consider a5 immediately. But I think it was close to transpose. All right, 97. Rook c1. And he is down to, he used a lot of time here. 0107, and actually we're going to have to give him the turtle for that. We have to give the turtle, too slow. And we'll say, can't be wrong, but in the game I was happy that knight c1 was no longer a thing. If he goes knight c5, my assumption was that this was fine for black. Or I don't know, let's call it unclear. Okay, so rook c1, and now I played b6 fairly quickly. Plays rook e1. An interesting move, Mark. 0102. I'll call it a little bit of a surprise. Can't be wrong, but bishop d3 looks for sure right. All right, so rook e1, and now I thought I played a nice move. I played a5 after tanking forever. So what we want to say about this, exclam because counterintuitive to try to kick the dominated piece. I now get to develop the rook where it stands, take a6, and really try to make moving the dark square bishop difficult due to pressure on e4. Okay, good. If I was to play knight f5, I think that's an advantage to white. d5. Bishop d3. Too long. Basically, this game, there's a variety of fascinating things that are going to happen, but this game is kind of decided on time. Well, a big part of it is time, in any case. Play too slowly. Bishop d3. I just looked at our time management ratings, and they're both awful. They're both awful. Okay. So, wait a second, though. Bishop d3. Yeah. So, he's got 50 left. All right. So now, I played a4 and thought a while on it. He plays knight bd2 instantly. All right. And now I play a move that's a little funky. So I'm going to say about a4 played with the wrong idea. Here, because on a3 I played this instantly here with 105. Okay, so instead, I think Queen e8 is an exclam move, intending Queen h5. I'm going to say black is a little bit better here. I'm going to say something like, this would have been hard to find as I was more obsessed with bishop e8. In fact, just get rid of the more. Okay, so queen e8. And we'll say if bishop e8, then dude always has some kind of knight g5 is going to happen to me here, if I remember right. All right. Is this correct? Bishop, knight g5, exclam. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Knight d4, queen g4, and he's got a beautiful position. All right. I think I also investigated some weird stuff here. But yes, we don't want the weird stuff. Okay, so a3 is a funky move. Now he plays queen b3, and I think he did it quickly. Yeah. And now a truly bad move here, ab. Okay, so a poor evaluation of the position. Your rook will do nothing after the eventual bishop b1, and the queen works well on b2 in the fight for d4 and e5. Okay, and then instead, the correcto move would have been b5. This would have been very hard to find. You would have needed to see how bad AB is for you to have even considered it. So we'll say like BA, knight A5, queen C3, knight C4, and we're going to call that compensation. Good. Okay. Okay, so I play AB like a chump. Queen B2. And obviously you didn't really think about that. And now I think for a good bit and play Queen B8. Yuck. I realized I must have done something wrong. Very hard to find a satisfactory plan here. Okay, so bishop B1. So we're going to say 47. Simple and strong. Let's just take this X. All right. Now I played Queen A7 kind of quickly. I regretted this move after White's next, but I don't really know what to do for Black. For example, anytime I do this, he's gonna play this. Correct. Yeah, then what else am I supposed to do? Alright, so Queen A7. Knight E5. Good move. Maybe he gets an exclam here. 40. And exclam because normally the takes E5 structure is good for me. All right, so I then played Rook FC8. I tanked forever. And we'll say, time clearly shows I was unhappy with my position. We'll say, Knight e5, de5 is just plus minus, unfortunately. But I want to say his trick. And we'll say bishop takes, pawn takes. I'm going to call that clearly better. Opening up the scope on the bishop. Okay, so rook fc8. And now a very simple move. 39. We're going to say, again, simple and strong. I now really disliked my position. Okay. And I played bishop e8. 34. And hi, e-pawn. And here I offered a draw like a chump. Okay, so check, Burke. This is a review of an online game. Yes. All right. Or not an online game, an OTB game. Yeah. So I offered a draw like a chump. And what we want to say is but my position was far more resilient than I thought. In general, this is a bad habit, but in this situation, it encourages white to play friskily. Okay, so bishop e8. And now he plays knight g5, and I'm going to give that a funky move. Mark, he plays 35 minutes. And I think he should have played bishop g5. And then I think best play is bishop e5, knight e5, knight e5, de5, with a nice position. Actually, I want to take that back. You could also play rook takes e5, and that's an even better position. Yeah, I want to call that a clear advantage. Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, good. So knight g5 happens, and I have knight e5. This is forced. Bishop g5, bishop g5, and now I play b5. And we're going to call this now counterplay. Black is suddenly back in the game. I want to get rid of this. Actually, this is the same position, isn't it? We don't want. Wait, we want to get rid of this one. So delete from here. Right. So black is suddenly back in the game. With good play on the light squares. All right. Good. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back.
Welcome to Dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Dicey. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine
That
did he
ain't
hack, and
Mouse.
he got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong. He scored a like from Truan. He's got lightning attacks on GM blunders and gaffes, true not over the board. It's only the other chat. Still his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless. He rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction. The status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 all accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36 engines, 25 chess sets, and a massive clock collection. He bought merch from Gotham, Bra and Naka, but his game history looked like some chess copy pasta. A GM coach that he don't listen to, and if you think it is, then yes, my friend, yes, this is you. But that all changed one bright sunny day when a friend said,
All right, back to the
hey, don't you know?
So now, Queen B4. And we're going to call that a very aggressive move. A very aggressive move. That was hard to believe. All right, so I don't know. I'm either going to have an interesting move or probably dubious. Bishop E7, Queen E7. Let's call it roughly equal. So the prudent choice. All right, Queen B4, Knight C6. All right, Queen. What do I got here? 25 minutes left. Queen G4. 29. All right, now I played Queen F7. I'm going to say 23. The natural move, but it comes with costs. I block Bishop E8 and undefend Rook C8 so that Rook A4, which I want to play, will create a self pin. All right, maybe this was not the best. So this is an example. Like the computer might be fine with Queen F7, but this move is much safer. Much safer. And we also want to say it doesn't look like white has enough power for an attack. Okay. So now, the kid played, I thought, a very interesting move. King G2. All right. And we're going to say an exclam because I think he already intended the interesting game continuation. Okay. All right, so all right. Okay, fine. I played Rook A4 here. And I've got 19 minutes left. I'm going to say, not at all sensing the coming complications. So, okay, first of all, Queen H5. Question mark. We're going to call that winning. H5. Queen D1. And then also, if this weird move, Knight E7. Okay. Now I'm getting confused. Rook C8, Rook C8, Bishop D3, Rook C3, Queen D4. I'm going to call this bishop d2. He's just better. Well, now he's winning, so we change that. Okay. So, and by the way, maybe rook a4 was fine. I just didn't know. I didn't believe that white could attack here. All right, here we go. So, queen h3, h6, rook c3, 15. This is the idea I believe he saw with king g2. It's now very spicy and hard to say who is on top. Yeah. Although it seems like we are on top, I should never have allowed this position. Though fair enough, it all happens after queen f7, right? Oh my god. All right, so rook c3. Actually, I need to go back here because it's king g2, because that's where he really thought it. He has 18 here. Okay, good. Good. All right, so rook c3. Now it's going to get hot. Queen d7. Back to where we are supposed to be. I think it's an exclam. Bishop h6. Right. If he were just going to go back like a weenie, I don't know, let's go here. What did I say there? Knight d4, and I should be better. I believe, anyway. All right, so bishop h6. Here we go. Welcome to the jungle, buddy. Gh. Queen h6. He's got 14. Queen e7. I think it's an exclam. Oh, the computer will always tell me different things. But I'll say, here, rook f3, bishop d7. Seems like the only path through the jungle. All right, so now on rook f3, he thought too long, fortunately for him. So he's down to 2, and we're going to say that was definitely a rabbit. Too slowly. So actually, look at this time. just briefly show the time rating graph here. It's clearly gotten hot. All right, back to game review here. So bishop d7. And I got 8. And he plays bishop g6. Rook g4. 7 minutes left. Bishop f7, queen f7, rook f7, king f7. Okay, so my sense is that black must be winning, but I still have a lot of work to do. I'm going to say, especially as the white rook can't easily come into the game. AJ, thank you for following. Oh, we got some questions in the YouTube chat. Sorry I don't always get there. After bishop e8, knight g5. No, I don't think knight d4 works. What was wrong with rook c4? Again, when you guys tell me this, you got to tell me when. there's a lot of rook c4s here. There's a lot of rook c4s. In response to rook c3, he means. Okay. So, well, if I play rook c4 here, he's going to hit me with rook f3. And then I'm raged. Right? That's his idea. But now let's just actually, some people might give the exclam rook c3, but I think he saw the idea of rook f3 when he played king g2. That's why king g2 is like, oh man, that was next level. Yeah. Okay. These people are 2200 rated, but you don't know, man. You don't know. Okay, so king f7. Here we go. So rook e3. Maybe I'm going to give this a slightly funky move, Mark. And he's got 2 minutes. h3, rook g7, g4. Looks more testing. White immediately starts to build his pawn engine. All right, so he would be intending like here, here, here. Okay, so rook e3, and I calmly played rook g7. 8 minutes left. All right. No, shit, I didn't do that. Darn, excuse me. I played king g8, and let's promote. Leave from here. All right, buddy. So, king g8. Yeah. Bro. You got 8 minutes, as you said. h3. He's got 1. So time pressure. You find the plan a little late. g4. He's got 1 minute. I played knight e7. Rook g3. ChumpGM score sheet's a little bit corrupted here. I think I understand it. D4, H4, Rook C3. I knew I wanted to trade rooks. All right. So now, he calmly goes where no man has gone before. And now I'm confused. Yeah. H5. Rook G3, FG, and now I make a mistake, D3. All right. All right. Was concerned about this move. I believe that's all trash, though, dude. All right. I just come back, though. Right? Dude, it's all over. No, I'm just gonna take it, buddy. I'm gonna take it with check and I'm gonna come back. What are you doing? It's just over, right? Check. Check to the rook. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, but this is over. Trying to end the game in a cute way. All right, dude now makes a mistake. He plays King F2. Poor move. And he should play Queen D2. Ask, was this my intention? Do I just Queen E3? And the position is now unclear. All right, so he blew it, and I'm gonna say Rook G4 was minus plus, and then if this, I don't know what the computer will say, but we're gonna call that unclear. It's just not something I want. So King F2, Rook G4. I've got 3 minutes left. King E1. It's kind of weird. Knight D5. I'm going to say I'm back to winning this thing. All right, King E1. Knight D5. King F2. I don't know. He's got one. B4, Queen D2, Bishop B5. King F3. King, yeah, boom, 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 boom. And now he plays A3, and we'll say a good attempt to at least complicate the game. All right, so here we go. BA, Queen A5, Bishop E8, Queen D8, Rook F8, H6, intending Queen G5 like a jerk face. Trying to mate me, man. That's not so nice. King H7. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. King H7. Yeah, that makes sense. There's no Queen E7. Now, I think it says Queen A5, so now he's threatening Queen A7. I play this move. I'm blowing it here somehow here. Oh, I know how it goes. It goes here, 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 here. Exclam minus plus. And on King H8, I got a minute left myself. Oh, that was a hard one, my friends. That was a very difficult. All right, so let's save it first before we do this. We'll save and publish. And I want to take a look at the opening stuff. So we will turn it back to here, and I go game review window so you can see. All right, so Bishop D7, Bishop E2, by far the most common move. Knight E7. Castles. Knight G6. Look at that. It's already kind of the most common move right there. Hold on, let me put it. Not this one, buddy. This one. All right. So Knight G6. Some people have played G3 immediately. Let's look at G3 immediately with the computer. So G3, F6. That's the position it wants. Looks unclear to me. Okay, so Bishop E3, Bishop E7, bueno, Knight D2, castles. And now G3 has only been played in 3 games. I was talking smack. I was like, G3, that's the human move. All right, Well, it's one of the top moves there. They're all basically the same. Computer likes it a little bit better for white. Okay, now some people, it's talking about f6 immediately. My game isn't in there, which is maybe a good thing that people don't know. So, all right, it likes what I did. CD4, CD4, F6, EF6, and now the computer is leaning towards GF6 here. But as you can see, my good friends, there's everybody there. All those people. Shirov played it, Bishop F6. Okay, so what we want to say is, in this position, we're going to say SF leans toward GF, but two top players played bishop takes F6. No one took with the pawn. Okay. They're like me. They want the regular business here. All right, so knight b3. It likes white, by the way. So, knight e7. Rook c1, one of the top moves there. b6, top move. And now rook e1, look at that. It's one of the top moves. And a5. A5 it's up there, dude. Look at that. a5. It wants bishop f4, knight a1. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you about that. So bishop d3, a4, knight d2. And now I blow it with a3. I did not consider knight f5, though. So let's look at queen e8. I said black was better. Computer doesn't like it too much. I did not consider h4 or, any of these other weird moves in response, though. I'll tell you what. Let's just make a regular move. And why can't I play queen h5? h4, knight f5. Is this all real? Okay. Yeah, he likes it. He thinks it's okay. So h4. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the whole point is once I get, or knight f5, or knight f5, I'm going to say, all right. I don't really understand h4, but I thought if I got knight f5 in, I'd be better. SF says equal. All right. So this, oh yeah, we want to see this. It doesn't like my b5 move, by the way. It does not like it. Oh, okay. So here we go. Interesting. a3, queen b3, ab2, queen b2. It's giving queen b8 as one of the moves. h6, I don't understand h6. Look at that, h6, g4, that doesn't make any sense. Bishop b1, good move. Queen a7. And now, it doesn't like this knight e5 move. e5. He said I should have just taken it. Let's look at that for a second. So, okay. So we'll say I considered this in my notes. Thought white had to be simply better. SF says equal. Okay, amazing. All right. Look at that, it wants the bishop did with knight d7. Yeah. SF wants to be Fischer. There's a famous knight d7 against Petrosian. He takes the bad bishop. Okay. Nice. Yeah, okay. So boom, 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 boom. All right, so I was right about this. This is basically a messy position. And bishop e7 comes up as number 2 there. Now it says I'm better. Ooh, look at that. It likes queen d7 a little bit better than, well, it likes queen f7 too. All right, like I said, doesn't matter what the computer says. Queen d7 was just the right move. All right, so king g2, rook a4. Now I guess if the computer sees it all, it doesn't. Look at that, rook c3. It wants h5. I don't want h5. Queen d7. Now it says I'm lost. Bishop h6, gh6, queen h6, queen e7, rook f3, bishop d7. All right, so clearly things are queen h5. All right, what is happening here? Queen h5. I don't get it. So if I play rook g7, oh no. Ooh. Okay. We both missed this. All right. Queen h5. That's the exclam. I was like, what are you even doing there, buddy? Why is queen h5 a thing? Oh, that's why it's a thing. Okay, time out. So this is already bad news here. So queen h3. It wants h5. I can't do h5. All right, h6, rook c3. Oh yeah. I just put h5. I can't do that. You know, that's not something I can do. Oh, that was amazing. Okay, so we all missed that. Now, what does it think about this position? Still thinks I'm worse, dude. Wow. Okay, time out. Queen h5, rook g6. I don't know why. I don't know why. Let's play f4. SF likes this for white with f4 next. E3. King G8. H3. Rook G7. Still thinks white's fine. Look at this. G4. Knight E7. Rook G3. D4. H4. Rook C3. Snip. FG4. Even here with Rook G4, Rook G7, it's like it's not that impressed. All right, let's just do this here with this variation. Rook F7, check. I don't know, what a mess. SF says I only have a clear advantage. Okay. And let's see if I'm right on D3, that Queen E3 is the move. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Still, yeah, I would call that unclear. King, and then, I don't know, he's in time pressure, and now he blows it. So like I said, the game truly decided on time more than anything else. Okay, so. Oh, that was incredible. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a quick pause, and then I'm coming back to do the checkmate trainer, my friends. The checkmate trainer. All right. Check out this rap that my friend David wrote.
Welcome to the dojo.
Check out Joe, he's a Reddit bro, likes to edit posts, and he starts to gloat when he gets the most of votes or likes. Yeah, he's really hyped, really psyched, cause the crowd is really tight and the work is really light. His training plan is the first thing your eyes see, cause he got more follows than my boy Eric Geisy. Opinions on Magnus, Hans, and Karyakin, who cheated who, which engine
That
did he
ain't
packing.
Mouse.
He got blocked by Short, ignored by Dvorak, but he can't be wrong. He scored a like from Truong. He's got lightning attacks on GM, blunders and gaffes. True, not over the board, it's only the other chap. Still, his 7-year plan ensures the last laugh. Distractions detract from any actual actions. Excuses are useless, he rues his inaction. Awaits satisfaction, the status of Magnus. He bought 50 books and opened up 10. Fools ought to read Psalms, not my system. He's got 30 alt accounts on every site around. Chessable courses keep looking cheaper by the pound. He got 22 databases and 36.
Okay, we're back, and before I do the checkmate training thing, I'm going to log today's training. Yes, sir. And what we're going to say is I annotated a game, update progress, 19. And here I did a lot today, 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm going to say update. And look at that, I got my green check mark, bud. That's all we've been doing, all we've been hoping for, the green check mark. Okay, so next, we're going to go, I don't even know where to find it yet. So let's go material. Tests. Maybe it's under tests. Checkmate puzzles. Wait a second. Oh, here it is, bro. Here it is. All right. That's pretty good. Checkmate in 3. Don't blow it, Cry. Don't blow it, bud. Oh, this is fun. So this is our new thing. Our new thing. Don't get it wrong, bud. So this one's a little challenging. It's a little challenging. I got to do it in under a minute or else I'm toast. Why so hard, Don Ricard? Uh-oh, that's... There we go. Oh, shoot. Why so hard, Don Ricard? I really want to go bishop c2, but then he's got knight b6. There we go, bishop f5. There we go. Very nice. That took me longer. Okay. So I lost, this is cool. I lost 33 points because it took too long for me to do it. Oh, this is awesome, man. Hold on. You guys can't see anything. I got to fix this. So it's all messed up. Let's fix it. And I'm going to need a new situatio, my friend. A new situatio. So, let's do this. We'll go Control C, my little friend. And we'll go New. We'll go Puzzle. And we'll say OK. And then we're going to... Oh, shoot. I just did it, dude, and you didn't let me do it. Oh, that was annoying. All right, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Oh, it was going to be a good one. How about this one? Look at that. I'm all dead. I'm all dead on the bottom. All right, time out. Show. Capture. And now we're going to go back to that one. There we go. Now, why did it fall? I don't know. But I think we are in the money for this basic setup. So, my friends, this is the new Chess Dojo trainer. I don't know why everything has gone kaputskis on me over here. But there we go. Stop messing with me. All right, cool. So let's do some more of these things. I'm a little exhausted, but let's do it. Next puzzle. Bishop h1. Bishop h1, and it's not so fun. I Chihuahua? Is that what we say to this one? I Chihuahua. Wow, dude, I'm being kind of challenged by these things. I'm being challenged, my friend. Rook h2. I don't know. There's questions on rook h2. What the hell? Oh, I'm not winning this game. What's going on here? Bro. These are kind of difficult, so now I've already blown it. Now I've already blown it, man. I have not solved it. Oh, I got it. Took me a second. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's go next puzzle. That was pretty good. All right, this one I might see. So we're going to go here. Here. Nice, buddy. Next puzzle. All right. Just let me win, okay? Let me win. Yeah, buddy. Now, look, they're both winning, right? Uh-oh. That could be a problem if they're both winning. All right, good. All right. I think I see a solution. Sometimes you got to make backwards move. All right, beautiful. So mate in 3. Check to the miserable. Check to the miserable king. Check to the miserable king. Checkmate, baby. Checkmate. All right, I really want to play like bishop f5. I go. Okay. Check. Checkmate. I'm pretty sure we're going to play knight f4, but we're going to think about it for a second. Knight f4. Oh, I got you. Do you got him? It's a little spicy for Mr. Thricey, I'll tell you that. It's got to be this move. Okay, good. Now I did not. Yeah, I see it. I see it now. Yeah, buddy. Okay. It is going to be this move. Ah, that was the answer. Oh, just Dojo, I had the answer and you wouldn't let me do the answer, buddy. Oh, Dojo, that was the answer. Oh, man. It's okay. I blew it. I lost some points there. Oh, we already did this one. Huh. So that's either a mistake. By the way, this is a new product. And we're just kind of, I want to check if things are right. Now, I did see this one already. So it seems wrong that it gave me the same puzzle twice. So I just want to write down a couple things if I see anything weird. Now, does this one have a name? Huh. Should have a name or a number, right? So we'll say problems don't have ID number. 1 was shown same puzzle twice. All right, good. Let's go next. Oh my God, this is hot. Mate in 3, Mr. P. Don't call him Mr. P. Dude, I really want to play GH, but I don't know. Man, I don't know. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Got him. Ooh, I barely got that one in time. Check. Oh, that was the answer! Fudge. Oh, man. Now, one of the things that was weird about this is also, players don't know that it's a minute. Like, I know it's a minute because we talked about this forever. To solve. Wait, is that... Yeah. Maybe if it was counting down, it would be different, right? So, count down, question mark. All right, boom. Now, someone just said the first thing to look at is the queen sack. I couldn't agree more. Let's go here. I couldn't agree more. So rook h7, isn't it? It's going to be hard not to play rook h7. Bueno, I'm up at 2,600. Now, one of the concerns we have is that this will be inflated. Okay, we'll see. We're going to really work on making that right. This one's not so easy, Mr. Beezy. Mr. Lemon Squeezy, this one isn't easy. Yo, Mr. Squeezy, why this one is not so easy? Yeah, it is. I say chick. I go here. I go here. Very nice. Next puzzle. Well, Queen f6 certainly looks correct the mundo, as they say in the movies. However, Knight b7 is even more correct. Yeah, buddy. Now, bishop f8 is usually what we do. However, maybe knight h5. Bishop f8, knight h5, and then what do you do? That's why maybe we play bishop g7. Exclam. 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 Take that. Knight e7 looks correct, too. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, that was the answer! Man. That was the answer. Knight g6. Oh, I thought the bishop on f1 was a rook. It was not a rook. That's very distressing, baby. Check to the miserable king. Check to the miserable king. Right. Snip, snap, and a rop. Next puzzle. Some version of bishop g4. I'm losing my mind now. Ay, ay, ay. No, this one's not so easy for Mr. TC. Well, buddy, you're about to not get this one. So what you're doing is you're not getting this one. No, sir. I'm missing something obvious. Obvious. What is it I'm missing? It is something very obvious. Here? Here? That wasn't it. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know, but I didn't know what you wanted. Oh, there it is, buddy. Ah, cry. That's soft. I'm going to have to get better at these. It's pretty cool, actually. All right. This looks like a standard deal. It's like Oh wait, be careful. Here's rook f8. Yeah, we're gonna go here. Here. Very nice. Alright, so it is your move, Mr. Cry. I think knight e1 is what we're looking for. Check. It's not actually mate yet, but after that it is, buddy. Yeah, buddy. All right. And now I got to move the rook somewhere. It seems like they're all winning. Huh. See, what I would say, it's interesting that it allows for different moves. I.e., rook moves anywhere. Wins. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Could I make it? If I make it 2,700, I'm stopping. All right. This is made in 3. Can't you see? All right. I think we're going to go here. 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 Very nice. Let's get it, buddy. Let's get it. Be careful, Mr. Tereful. Oh, this is a little annoying. There we go. Yeah, buddy. All right. All right, so I have things to do on this fine Sunday, but that was a joy. I'm going to do this a bunch more. That's pretty good, dude. Is this chess tempo? No, this is the new Chess Dojo Checkmate server. It's amazing. And we are going to also develop a tactics server. One of the key questions for us is if we can get a reliable rating. And we'll see. It's going to take a lot of people doing it. But to me, it already looks like my rating's inflated at 2710. Because I got a bunch wrong, was tired. I don't think I'm, 2710. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that was genius. We are going to raid somebody. We're out of here. So, raid. Who are we going to raid? We're going to raid Simply Davina. Ye old Simply Davina. Say hi to her. This has been the Chess Dojo training program. I'm going to try to be back tomorrow and do another Chump Game Analysis. I have to input it. And then... yeah, just a lot of work. Got a lot of work to put in. And then on Tuesday, we're starting round 2 coverage of the World Cup, and I think that's going to be a cool thing. I think I'm going to be involved in that. I think all the senseis will be. All right, everybody. Bye. Boom.